Let's report. All right, Lenore.
It freezes like that. I'm like, what's going on? We're definitely talking about Ready to Love.
'Cause I'm ready to love. I hate that song. All right, go ahead.
To get to the place that you want to. I guess start low. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
We gotta start doing the song right if we're gonna do it.
I don't like that song.
This week, this is an excerpt from Friday's show. It's barbecue time because that was one of the main things. Of course, every week, if you guys are not watching this show, Ready to Love, with nephew Tommy as the host, had his wife come on and meet the people, meet the ones that are left, because you know each week they try to eliminate. They try to eliminate each show, showing that they've been there week on a week. A male 1 week, they come back female, and vice versa. So this week was supposed to be the men.
Okay.
So he always pulls the ladies aside in a little lounging area. Ladies, go around the table. Who you not feeling? Give reasons why. Because remember, this is a reality show. They trying to hook up with somebody.
All right, who did they give?
But I like to give a background.
All right, okay.
For people who don't watch the show.
All right, okay.
But the three men.
So the guy had on a yellow shirt.
Yeah,
and then the guy had on a pink shirt. And then the guy's like, okay, get to what the question is.
So
all right.
The three men that are in the bottom is Justice.
Okay.
Justice was
This is him?
Yep, that's Justice.
Justice.
He was the one that left the show early because he had to take care of some business. He
Who
left
else?
the barbecue. LJ, that's the one from the islands, man. The islands, hey.
He got on an island shirt.
Yes, man. Yes, man. And then Alonzo. Alonzo's, I think, 45, 46 years old. He's in the
Now we
bottom
know
three.
this ghetto, y'all. We're gonna do it where we can start putting
That's the way we can show it to you.
You know how people have on their YouTube channel, they can put the pictures up on the screen and stuff?
Yeah.
We'll get there. We're not there
We're
yet.
giving you a little idea, a little hint of who they are. So they all have their little bios, but they're in the bottom three. So all the women came to that conclusion. So, you know, when nephew Tommy got ready to talk to him, pull him out, he called them one by one, but if Justice was gone, but they still put his name out there. And we thought that he was going to let one of them go. He fooled them. He said, I'm not going to let y'all go tonight. We're going to wait, give you some time.
Okay.
You
Gonna give you some time.
I'm ready to see if I'm ready. So he pretty much put it out there. I'm telling you guys, you got a little time to step your game up and do what you need to do to stay on.
Okay.
And to stay connected. Not so much stay on the show.
Right.
We know they want to stay on the
Just
show.
to try to get with one of
But
these
stay
women.
connected with the women so they can see that you upped your game. So, one of the things that he said, and this is something he hasn't done. I guess they try each season something different. He talked to the three guys.
Okay.
And he told LJ, the island man, he said, you're too friendly. You bring the lovable island guy vibe, and that's it.
Why are you too friendly?
It's maybe the women are not feeling that it's that he's not opening up
Not
more.
genuine?
Yeah, you know, he's
Like it's a fake.
yeah.
He's one of them guys when you get off the boat in Jamaica.
Beautiful woman.
Okay, I got you. Okay. He say the same thing to every woman.
I don't know.
You look good in that skirt.
But he's a nice guy. He seems like a nice
Okay.
guy. So he'll up his game, I hope. Justice, not being proactive enough. Remember, he's the one with the process.
Okay.
He don't run after women.
They got to chase him.
But Tommy said, you need to change your game.
Right.
This is this
Yeah,
show.
up your game.
Up your game. This show requires you to come out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
And do things a little different
All right,
that
go
you normally do.
Okay.
So Justice had to go, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right, Tommy. I'm going to do.
Okay. You was going to say Uncle Tommy.
I was going to say nephew Tommy.
I mean, nephew Tommy.
You're right, nephew Tommy.
You're right, nephew Tommy.
They sure have left
All right,
that
go
name
ahead.
out, so he's
Because he's not nephew Tommy on there. That's his show.
I know.
All right, go ahead.
I got to give him his props. So, and then Alonzo, the woman said that most of the women, not all the women, feel that he's holding a lot. He's holding in a lot, not expressing himself to the fullest.
Okay.
And he realized.
So all three of them, they don't believe they all being themselves, pretty much. That's what you pretty much said about all three.
Well, no, because Justice is being himself.
Oh, okay.
That's his process. Tommy said you're gonna have to stop
He
that
gotta change
process.
this process.
You know, and women not
So the
chasing
other two
you.
not
You gotta
being
come after
themselves,
them.
and he don't want to chase nobody.
Now,
okay.
My question for today is, with just this little setting and this update that you guys have, with just the 3 men sitting them down, knowing about this show, like The Bachelorette and Bachelor, do you receive criticism well from a stranger? Do you receive criticism well from anyone that gives it to you?
And it depends on what it is.
Because this is criticism, maybe constructive criticism.
It depends on what it is.
Okay.
If it's a dating show, yeah, because I'm trying to get something that you are the person that's producing it, or what can I do better? Mm-hmm. It's like working at a job and your manager says, this is what I need you to do. Okay. Whether you agree with it or not, because I had somebody that I didn't agree with, but that's the way that they wanted it done.
Okay.
So I got to accept that criticism, even though I think I can do it better than that. I have to accept that that's the way they want it done.
Okay.
And you work for them.
You're in their process.
So
you're in their environment.
I receive that criticism because my job is to help you, make you look good. Mm-hmm. As my boss.
That's true.
So I got to accept what you want because that's your vision.
Okay.
I'm not the boss. It's not my vision. It's your vision. Okay. So I'll accept criticism on that. Okay. But if it's something that it's mine, and I'm
like
doing it.
If you're dating someone, and
it depends. I would. It depends on how they say it.
Okay. So
it depends on how they say
it. It's the spirit of where it's coming
from.
It's
the intent.
Oh.
Because a lot of times people, and I kind of should have probably said this when we was talking about the Lizzo thing. If you guys look at our previous video, I go off on
the comment that
Aries Spears
dude made on her. Okay.
When you make comments about people and their size, are you doing it because you care and you're concerned about their health? Ooh. Or are you just saying it because you want to be mean?
Yeah.
So if a person you're in a relationship and they're saying it because they really are concerned and they really want to make you a better person,
okay,
how can I be mad at it?
And hopefully you sense that, because some people don't like any kind of criticism.
And it don't mean I'm gonna listen to you. That's true. It just means I'll accept what you're saying.
I'm listening.
It's valid.
I'm listening.
But... And that's the other thing. Sometimes people just want you to validate what they said. It don't necessarily mean that you got to listen to what they said. Just validate.
Okay.
Like if you guys wrote in here, which y'all always do, I never give her a chance to talk. I don't care what you say.
Oh.
But I'll validate it. I'll be like, okay.
Well, and then when they say that you never give me a chance to talk, I'm not the type of person that just won't say nothing. I'll say it when I need to say it.
They act like you just sitting there staring into
I don't have nothing to say. I'm just like...
But they act like you just sitting there looking into the space.
Now, they saw my passion when we talked about music.
Well, that lady laughed because you said, that's my passion.
Don't mess with music.
But they act like you just sitting there, like, staring at outer space, and I'm sitting here talking for an hour.
My turn now?
I do understand that I'm overbearing. And I'm loud.
When she's passionate about something, too, I try to cut in. I try to cut in.
And I do listen to some other critics. Oh, perfect example.
What?
This one lady, I had a short up. I put a short up. And it was a lady, it was funny. It was a lady who, her dog, she put him in a garbage bag. It was a pretend. And threw him out the window. It was pretend. It wasn't real. And
How
then,
you pretend to throw a dog out the window in a garbage bag?
You don't see him in the garbage. You just see her putting it like over him, and then her throwing the garbage bag out the window.
That's scary. Okay.
And then he comes back as like Jason or something and chases her around the house. That got a lot of views. That got like over 2,000, almost 3,000 views and a lot of comments. And one of the comments, because I do look at y'all comments, she said, I don't like that because some people actually do put dogs in garbage bags. And she said, I don't think your intent was to be vicious.
To do that.
But she said, I don't like it because it could stir up some in memories of people, or it can make some people think something that brutal is. It's like putting a baby in a garbage bag and throwing it out the window.
As a joke.
As a joke. It's not funny. She said, I don't think your intent was bad.
Okay.
So then I told her, you know what? I'll accept your criticism. I'm going to delete the video. And I deleted it. And it had a lot of views.
Okay.
So that showed that it wasn't, I was just looking for clicks and views. If somebody sees something, they have a valid point, and you comment, I'll listen to your point, and if it's valid and I agree with it or whatever, I'll take down a video or I'll put a disclaimer or something or whatever. But if you're just making a comment because you stupid, I'm not going to listen to you.
So you can tell stupid comments here and there.
Or you just sensitive.
Yeah, that's true. Everything can be touchy to some people.
The people complain about the joke we told about the lady, the wife hitting her husband over the head with the frying pan.
That's a joke.
It's not real.
Yeah.
She's not really hitting her husband over the head with a frying pan.
Like that. Then they must have had some issue in their life, maybe.
It would be funny if the man hit his wife over the head with it. Yeah, it would.
Because
that would be funny too.
That would be coming from, maybe it's coming from a place where they've experienced some trauma in their life.
And it wasn't like the joke didn't end with her hitting him over the head with the frying. If the joke ended with her hitting him over the head with the frying pan, I would see your point. Mm-hmm. The joke didn't end. He was like, "Oh, what'd you do that for?" That's not real. It's like the Three Stooges.
Yeah, slapstick comedy.
He takes a pan and he hits Curly in the head, and Curly goes, and then you laugh.
So they probably don't like slapstick comedy.
But if I hit Curly in the head with a frying pan and the credits start to roll, then I see your point. Mo hits Curly with a frying pan and Curly goes down and the credits start to roll. You got a point. That's not funny. Oh. You don't hit somebody in the head with a frying pan, they pass out, and then the end of the show. But if I hit you in the head with a frying pan and you go, it's not real. So that type of criticism, no.
Okay.
No.
Well, aside from the criticism, here's the part two of this question is if someone tells you about yourself that needs to change, stupid. Like if
he poked him in the eye. That's not funny.
If somebody tells you something about yourself that needs to change,
yes,
like you acting crazy now,
I'm not going to listen to you.
Well, do you change? If so, how much? Now I'm thinking of this show. How much do you change?
You know, another time when you change
yourself no more.
You know, another time you change is if more than one person says something. Ooh. Like if a lot of people say you're mean.
Okay.
Then you start
get the hint after 3 people.
Maybe I am mean. Maybe I should change the way I'm saying something. Because people, remember I used to tell you that you had a what's that? It's that face that people used to have where they always look mad.
It's not approachable.
Yeah.
I didn't look approachable.
And I had more than one boyfriend tell me that. Mm-hmm. They was like, I'm your sister. I'm scared of your sister. I said, why?
Talk to her. She may bite my
She looked like she gonna punch you in the face.
I didn't realize I was looking at her.
She didn't realize she had that look.
Oh my
so if more than one person says it, then it's like...
I need to start paying attention to my demeanor and how I'm looking. Well, the reason why I asked is because... Remember when Tommy sat down with them, he sat down with the 3 men and he told them why they were in the bottom. And some of those things about the women and what they said, now more than one woman would say the comments he told these guys.
So it's something there.
Now, are they going to change? Are they going to maybe, it's up to them. So like in Justice's case, not being proactive enough in pursuing them for dates. That's how he goes about pursuing women. He can change.
He can change.
For this show, he can make a difference.
He can change.
Now, Alonzo may have problems because the women feel he's holding in a lot and he's not expressing himself to the fullest.
He could change.
But think about this. He may not. He may not still be ready to
don't be on that show then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So...
But the one about being too friendly, I don't know about that one. How could he change?
Well, LJ...
You want him to be meaner?
It was part of him being friendly, but they want him to open up as much more, too. Be more, not just a friendly date. I want to hear about you and how you feel about, this. And you have a daughter. Let's talk about her. How is your relationship from the past? Not just being friendly and joking. We want to get a little deeper. That's why I don't like
dates. You know what's why I don't like dates?
This show is for the process.
I know. You want the process. But now you know why I say I don't date. I don't like dating. Mm-hmm. Because that's why when you said you want to meet somebody where y'all already kind of in an organization.
Kind of know each other, yeah.
I hate dates. I hate sitting across the table from somebody. So, what do you like? What's your favorite fruit? Where do you like to go when you want to relax? What kind of many kids you got?
Those same questions.
You believe in hitting
you
kids?
You feel like you got a resume and here you want to just
tell me a little bit more about your son.
Here, read about me. Here, it's on line number 3. Tells you what kind of food I'd
rather have somebody. Remember, I told you I love DDG.
Yeah.
And Haley. Mm-hmm. I love when somebody said when they said how did y'all meet, and she said he slid in my DMs and asked me out, and I already knew kind of who he was because I watched his show.
See.
I like stuff like that. Mm-hmm. She already kind of knew who he was. I don't have to ask you.
Yeah.
If you watch DDG and his show, like I've been watching for years, you know him. You know what makes him mad. You know what makes him happy. You see him when he's raw and don't care if the camera's on. You see when he gets angry. You see when he's happy. You see his family.
That's why
you don't see everything now. Don't get me wrong. They know when the camera's on.
The dating time is to get to even know more. That's why I was saying it's a good suggestion. I know it's always hard, ladies and men, when you can meet them, like if you're on a bowling team. If you join a black group that goes skiing, or a white group, or
any group,
church,
in
a group, maybe those little groups they have at the house,
Bible
and they have Bible
study.
Meet them in group settings where you see them every week, or you see them once a month, and you get to know him because questions are being asked. People are getting to know each other in that circle, and you get to know. Go on a trip, like a missions trip, and he's there,
or a singles trip or something.
Singles trip,
or if you do go out, don't do the whole. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite fruit? What kind of fruit? Just talk about whatever's going, because you'll know more about a person by talking about a subject. Like you guys kind of know us by listening to what we say. When I talk about comb over, and I talk about Biden being old, like he gonna fall out. You know, I have no political
side.
I don't care. Both of them are old. They're both old men.
Yeah.
So and you can watch the show and you will know kind of how we are. You don't know the whole thing because we don't have the camera on us 24 hours a day. Right. You're not going to see everything, but you get a pretty good sense of, if you watch our videos and go back, what makes me mad, what makes me laugh. You know, we watched the Three Stooges because I just did that. You know, we watched The Honeymooners.
Right.
You know, she loves Martin and old school, good times,
music. Yes.
So watching a person's channel on YouTube or following them,
helps you get to know them.
It helps you get to know them. And I don't have to ask you questions like that if I go. I don't have to say that. I'm on deeper stuff. I'm not into what's your favorite color.
Understand this: whatever questions you do ask, he can ask him back.
Yeah.
Don't feel like it's one-sided.
This show is different because I don't think they can go look on people's social media and stuff. See, if they could go on these guys' pages, they would see how they are. But I don't think they allow them to have their phones and all that stuff when they're on themselves.
And you can kind of look at photos. If he's with family a lot.
Thank you.
Most of his photos is all men. They always hanging out, bowling and gambling and at the parties and stuff.
My friend my friend who I talk to, you know who he is. I don't mention any names. Who I loved. I've been with him forever. He is not a social media person.
Right.
But he always gets captured in pictures of his friends. And every picture, he's drunk. Or got a beer in his hand.
Okay, so you can learn that about a person if you're seeing him in
photos.
I've
known him for 20 years.
Or they doing some photos with
I've known
poses that you're like, whoa.
I've known him for 20 years, and it's the absolute truth. When he go out, he go hard.
So watch.
He don't go out a lot, but when he do, he go hard. So every picture that his friends have of him on social media, he drunk
something, or he has one in his hand.
Or drunk.
But yeah, that was
videos. They having a good time.
And that was pretty much.
But that doesn't tell me everything about him.
No. And then of course you're gonna hopefully ask the right questions and understand those questions and come back to you. So be careful what you ask because you're gonna have to answer it maybe.
So what's your question for the community wall then?
You know what? About receiving criticism.
Oh, do you receive criticism from somebody you're dating? That's kind of cute hairstyle. What if I did it like back and then I wrote it? You know what? I have a hair channel, y'all. It's called we named it to the Woods Hair Report. And it's locks, taking care of your locks and your hair, natural hair.
Okay.
So one thing I think I'm gonna do is like hairstyles and stuff. But anyway, I just did that because it's hot and I want to pull it off my neck.
I'm trying to understand where that came
but
from.
You saying
that's a true rabbit hole.
Accepting criticism.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say how to word
criticism from somebody you're dating. Okay.
Yeah, because criticism from
marriage.
Some people don't like it from anybody.
But you said dating.
You tend to accept it more from a friend and from a family member. But someone you just started dating.
That you just started dating. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So
and like you're saying, the answers could be if it's constructive criticism. It depends on
the intent.
The intent.
The intent.
You know. Because you guys have dated a while, so he sees maybe habits or things that he felt can change. Or have you ever thought about this, the way some people...
Or you see something about him.
I love the way when people do a constructive criticism, how they word it. Hey, have you ever thought about wearing your hair this way?
Some people are very good at it.
Your eyes are so pretty, and I think it would shine more.
Some people will tear you up into pieces and do it nice.
Yes.
And those people, I still got you, though. I know you.
They're good with words.
But I still got you, though. I got you.
You throwing shade.
You throwing
a little... I see that shade.
I'm too smart for you. I'm too smart.
Have you ever thought about laughing like this
way? I'm too smart.
Because you're talking about my laughing for you to say, laugh this way.
And there's people who do that in the comment section. And I'm on to you. You're not that smart. And I know you try to be intelligent, but you're not. Because I got it.
So you throwing shade.
I know you throwing shade at me, but you said it in a way where you think I don't know. You make throwing shade.
But think about it.
I'm still deleting your comment. You're not that smart.
Is most criticism shade? Constructive criticism, is that shade?
But they not being constructive criticism. They trying to crack on you.
Is it not shade because of the motive?
They trying to crack on you, and
I'm not talking about them. That's obvious.
And you leave a comment up because they think you too stupid to realize that they throwing shade. You know what? I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Like, let's say we talk about anything.
Okay.
You know what's you know, spaces or something.
Okay.
You know the some things that have spaces is some people's teeth.
What are you trying to say?
I know I had spaces in my teeth. So for you to say, name things that have spaces, some people's teeth have spaces. You trying to crack on my teeth.
In reference.
And you think I'm stupid and I'm not going to...
We're in the neighborhood.
Like how I'm picking my hair. I pick because I'm saying I'm hot.
Yes.
Oh, I noticed you were hot. Yes. Your hair is very hot. Maybe, you know... I don't know. They're not so direct.
Yeah.
But it'll be something that'll say something along the lines. It's not the hair, it's the weight.
Subtle.
It's not the hair.
So what you trying to say?
Thank you.
And they say I said it already. No. That's.
I'm still deleting your comment. You big dummy.
You just come out and say you hot.
Every once in a while, I'll leave it and I'll say something. But most of the time, I delete them. But every once in a while, I'll leave it and say you big dummy.
And you quickly want to find something on them, which you know you can't.
Oh, they never have a picture. And they never have any videos on their YouTube. They have fake YouTube channels because they only have a channel so they can go in and make comments about people.
Because nobody can see them. Oh, I can't wait for the...
One guy, I left his comment. It was bad, but it was so funny I had to give it to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't even remember.
Good one. I love it when it's a good one.
If it's good, I'll leave it.
You make us laugh, that's good. You're funny.
If it's funny, I'll leave it.
I got to use that one for myself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay.
But if it's stupid or low-hanging fruit joke, don't leave your day job.
The obvious, yeah.
All right, that is
it. Yeah.
All right, so I will put that on our community wall.
Okay.
Do you accept criticism from somebody you just started dating?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. YouTube is not a human being; it's a computer, and it reads those like, shares, and subscribe.
Thank you.
And don't forget to comment down below if you want to get in on the conversation. Once we hit 10,000, I think we'll go live. We'll start going live.
See the comments come through,
and you can y'all can talk with us.
Oh, let
them
go live.
I love y'all to come in because I will rip you to shreds from live.
No. And you got people out there who would just do it just purposely, just to see how you
just so they can just go on her channel. She rips people to shreds.
Yes.
When they go talk about
how you handle that.
Say you right. Then it turns into a hostile channel.
Oh God.
All right.
Then we'll be shut down. Okay.
No, I'll be kicking people out.
Oh, stop. Okay.
There's this one guy on YouTube. He kicked everybody out. If you come in and say something, he's like the soup Nazi. He's like the soup Nazi.
No soup for you.
Yeah, on Seinfeld, you gotta watch how you say stuff.
You gotta order it right.
The right way, then step to the side. Because he be kicking people out. I'd be like, you didn't have to kick him out. Like somebody could be like, dude, I didn't agree with that. You don't get out of here. I'm like, dang.
We knew the soup Nazi.
Everybody don't have to agree with you.
It's funny because I knew when the soup Nazi, when Elaine came in and said, so, let's see, I want and we were waiting for him to kick her out because you know.
You think you're funny, don't you? No soup for you. That's what this guy is. He's the soup Nazi on YouTube.
Okay.
He kicks everybody out of his live.
Wow.
So you're afraid to ask the question.
Who stays?
The people who are afraid.
So they just watching him like this.
They make comments, but it got to be a good one. You better watch your comment.
You are a nice person. I love
And it's
your
another
smile.
lady. I watch her show. She the same way. She'll kick you out.
Do they have followers?
Yeah, a lot of people watch them.
They probably want to see them kick people off.
Yeah, and
so
go off.
Stay on there and watch them.
Yeah. But they be kicking people off there. I didn't think that was bad. The guy said, I don't agree with you on that. You don't agree with me?
Because he didn't.
I don't need this. Get out of my room.
He should have said, don't start out with, I don't agree
Thank
with
you.
Get it out there.
You gotta say things, and the ones he keep are the ones like you said. They don't agree with him, but they start off positive. I liked when you said blank blank. Oh man, the only thing is dun dun dun.
Okay.
Then he'll listen.
He may listen.
Right.
Keep you on.
It's the food Nazi. It's the way you order the food. The way you order the
Send me
food.
his link. I gotta see. I want to check him out.
All right, y'all. So again, like, share, subscribe, and believe.
Don't forget to believe.
Don't forget to believe.
Okay.
All right, and that was
another Woods Report.